Well, hey friends, this is Darnell coming to you from the beautiful Bedrock Ministry Studio with AM in America. It is day 132, my friends, of our journey through Psalm 119. Now, before I read this verse this morning, I want to ask you a question. What is your gut reaction when I say the name Jesus? Just let that name sink in for just a second. Jesus. What do you feel inside? You see, there are two kinds of people in this world. When all is said and done, there's two kinds of people in this world, my friends. There are those that have a favorable reaction to the name of Jesus, and there are those that do not. This verse, Psalm 132, really deals with that issue. It says, "Turn to me and be gracious to me, as is your way with those who love your name." So the psalmist is recognizing that there are people that love the name of Jesus, that cling to the name of Jesus, that move towards the name of Jesus, that have a favorable response to the name of Jesus, and there are those that do not. And he is also acknowledging that God deals differently with both sets of people. Now, this is just a reality of life that we would do well to recognize and even to appreciate. Thank God he deals differently with both types of people. The psalmist says, "Turn to me and be gracious to me." Now, a lot of people, they hear that term, "be gracious to me," and they think of what? They think of God sort of overlooking their sin and not judging them. That's what a lot of people think when they think of that word, "be gracious to me." But in reality, that definition really more accurately describes God's mercy. Now, God's mercy is a part of his grace, to be sure, but this verse is really saying so much more. Turn to me and be gracious to me. This word grace is more than just mercy. It is a manifestation of favor by a superior, in this case by God. That's what it really is. It's a manifestation of favor, and that comes in many different forms, my friends. That is when I think of grace, I think of provision, I think of resource, I think of the ability and the wherewithal to do the very things that I could not do without God, even above the natural. I mean, to be sure, we couldn't do anything without God. We couldn't even take our next breath without the Lord. But I'm talking about even far more than that, because the grace of God allows the person that loves God and that loves the name of Jesus to do so much more than just to survive in the natural realm. And the psalmist is acknowledging that here. He's saying, "Turn to me. Let your eyes of favor be upon me." We want God's attention and favor. We don't want his judgment. Now, clearly, God sees everything; nothing escapes his attention. But he says in his word that his children are the apple of his eye. And as I said before, yes, mercy is included in grace. That is not God just pretending sin does not exist. God knew you and I and every aspect of our life before the world was ever created. The word is clear about that. God is timeless. He sees the beginning from the end. He chose us. He selected us. He revealed himself to us. He draws us to him, and he is certainly merciful towards us. But I wanted to share that with you this morning. That this verse here, God has got a secret and special supply for those that love his name, that name of Jesus. I hope that you will get more and more comfortable with that name, because that name Jesus is the name above all names. That name Jesus is the one that you will need to have favor with if you want your name written in the Lamb's Book of Life when it's all said and done, my friends. And I promise you that you do. Hey, this is Darnell coming to you from the beautiful Bedrock Ministry studio. Now let's go change the day.